Morning, ladies. I'm working on getting ready for work. I need to catch up on these videos. I need to at least record them so that once I am caught up, I can upload them. It's really tough when you're behind and you're trying to play catch up. It's hard for me to remember to actually stay current and record videos currently. So you're gonna see me in this outfit for at least 2 videos. Like I said, I'm getting ready for work, so yeah. Oh my gosh, by the way, I had did a review on this elf product. It's like a complete face like kit. It has a face wash and stuff on there. I love this stuff, especially considering with pregnancy my skin has been so dry. But just moisturizing with this before I put on my makeup, and then using the night eye cream at night when I take my makeup off. My skin normally will peel right here throughout the day and around my nose, and this has been like a lifesaver to me with saving that and stopping the peeling and stuff. But anyway, if you want me to do a review on that, just let me know. But anyways, okay, so going into my week 21 of pregnancy review. Okay, so week 21 for me was December 8th through December 14th. So today I am currently 22 weeks. Yay! So I'm just going to kind of go over some of the symptoms that I've had. Starting heavy this week, I've had nesting. I've started nesting. In addition to that, I've had what I want to call insomnia, meaning like I am up to the butt crack of freaking dawn, but in the morning I can't seem to get out of bed. That type of stuff. Just up late hours and then having to get up early in the morning. I don't know what that is, but that's what's been going on with me. So not very much sleep. If you see me going out of the camera, I'm just grabbing stuff from my face. But insomnia. Okay, so my sleep pattern, I noticed that baby has a sleep pattern this particular week. It looks like baby's up about 2, about 11, and then about 1, and then somewhere in between like 4 or 5. And then throughout the day, normally like 10:30, there'll be another active spurt of movement in this week. So sleep pattern, my boobs do hurt. I feel like they are aching. Well, they're painful, and it's like, if you've ever been pregnant before, it's like engorgement pain. Like, I can feel them filling, even though they may not be filling. It's just giving me that feeling of, like, engorgement. So I'm having those boob aches and pains. In addition to that, abdominal aches. I don't know if I'm working too hard or I'm overexerting myself, but abdominal aches. And then like throughout the day after work, I'm just completely exhausted. Around the 9th, my again, breast is still hurting. Still noticing baby has more sleep cycles, more awake time. I had breast pain. This particular last week, I had like major gas. Like, I don't freaking know. It's just like everything that I ate made me gassy. It was just gas. I did have some lower abdominal aches, which I chucked up to like round ligament pains of just the baby growing and stuff. So I did have some of those. I also was fatigued. I had lower back pain in the middle of this week, like really bad, intense lower back pain. Like it was like, and I just felt like my whole back was being pulled in. And it just hurt so freaking bad. My appetite has increased ridiculously. Like I just keep eating and keep eating and keep eating and keep eating. And then my gums bleed now this week. Brushing my teeth, my gums were bleeding. And I was like, oh my God, they're bleeding like really bad. So I'm going to actually make me a dentist appointment and go into the dentist to have them take a look. Because they say you should have a checkup during a pregnancy. So I'm going to make like my 6th month a checkup time for dentists to get everything checked out for that. I've become lactose intolerant in this week. I'm a person who, I love milk. I love whole milk actually. And I've been drinking 2% milk as of late, and I think that I've become lactose intolerant in this pregnancy because I mean, as soon as I'll drink it, I love cereal, but as soon as I'll eat the cereal, then all of a sudden like my stomach could just hurt and I'll just feel like oh, I just have an upset stomach. Like, what did I eat? I ate something that was bad, like, type of deal. So it's kind of weird that I've become lactose intolerant, because I've never been lactose intolerant ever. It's just a bunch of new symptoms this pregnancy, from the eczema to lactose intolerant. Other than that, those are pretty much the same symptoms, just really, really gassy, lactose intolerant, no headaches, no anything like that. Fatigue is picking up for the most part, like during the day. It's really hard for me to get up. Once I am up and going, I'm okay. But the issue is that the initial getting up part, like, I feel like I'm sleepwalking, and then I go to work, and if I have a very long, stressful, busy day, oh my gosh, I am so pooped by the time I get off of work and I get home. Like, and I feel so bad right now because my 6-year-old daughter is so excited, but I just don't have the energy to do anything with her like I would want, because I'm just so freaking exhausted, like, all the time. Even on my off days, I just want to sleep. And instead, you know I need to take her to the park. I'm going to get a little bit better at that, at doing stuff with her. I'm just really exhausted right now. So, and I need to get as much rest as possible, because I did have intentions. My oldest 2 daughters go to school in Riverside, where we used to live, and so right now they're living with their father. And so I'm going to get them this weekend. Of course, it's holiday weekend, and so I'm going to get them, and I just don't know how I'm going to make it. I had plans. I want to take them to the aquarium. You know, there's just things that I want to do. I want to take New Year's pictures with them. There's just quite a bit of things that I want to do, and I don't know where I'm going to get the energy from. So somewhere in between then and now, I'm going to have to figure out where this burst of energy is coming from to manage a 10-year-old, as well as a 9-year-old, as well as a 6-year-old. So that's currently what I'm dealing with now, of how I'm going to manage all of this weekend. As far as baby is supposedly 3/4 of a pound, about 10 inches long from crown to feet. Now we are measuring from head to toe, actually. So baby's about 10 inches long right now. Almost a pound, so about 12 ounces. That this week, in week 21, baby is very, very, very active, which is wonderful for me, because I can feel baby, especially when I get hungry. He starts to, move around and do a little bit of jumbling and those type of things, and it's a wonderful feeling. One thing that is weird though is that baby is still really, really low. My belly has popped, but baby likes to rest down at the bottom of my uterus. Like, he does not like to float up top. Every now and again I'll get a kick up by my belly button, but for the most part baby likes to hang out low. Did I do any baby buying this week? I'm not quite sure. I don't think I did any baby buys this week. I think I did pretty good, because I did say I'm going to halt on my 2nd trimester purchasing. As you can see, I've already bought a lot of stuff. I think I actually did do some baby buys. I'm on a Facebook group that's that does weekly like sales, and it's like, oh hey, Burbank buy sale or Los Angeles sales, and so it's people selling off baby stuff that they no longer need. So I think I did pick up some stuff from a lady. I ended up picking up like some receiving blankets. I ended up picking up a latch bottle, as well as I got something else, and I can't remember what it was. Anyway, it was 3 things. It'll pop up in a video and you'll see it, but that's pretty much it for that. I did buy something else, because I went and started my Bye Bye Baby registry. I picked my stroller. You stay tuned. You'll see the vlog for that, where we were out and about picking the baby stroller, and the things that I got on that particular day. And then that's pretty much it, guys. So hope you guys enjoyed this video update. I've tried to keep it under 10 minutes. Obviously at this point I'm just rambling, so I'm gonna get out of here and see you guys later. Happy pregnancy, mommies. Alright, so here's video 2. At this point, I've gotten my foundation on. The foundation that I'm using is the L'Oreal 24 Hour Infallible in 108, which is this one. I actually really do like this one. It's a caramel beige. My skin has red undertones, so this kind of really just balances me out and even me out, even though it makes me look a little washed out. But then I just go ahead and apply my stuff onto there, and then like the powder, my MAC powder, and then a little bit of highlighting, and that just puts the color back into the face, into the places that I need it. So I really like this as an overall balancing foundation like that. So just pull that out, because I don't like my eyebrows to be like straight edge type of deal. But okay, so this video is going to be the review of week 20 of pregnancy. This should be fun. So let me see, this is going to be December 1st through December 7th. This week, again, my appetite had first started to pick up in this week. I did, my urine for some reason was really, really dark this week, and I noticed that I was going to the bathroom quite a bit. So I was a little bit concerned that maybe I had a bladder infection. I did have a doctor's appointment, which I had her check me, and she said that I was actually fine. There was nothing wrong with me. I had sharp pains this week shooting through my boobs like they're growing, and they actually are. My nipples are starting to protrude, like come into a cone like this, and it's so weird. And I was like, is that like, because I read in my book and it's saying that your breasts are preparing for nursing, and I was like, are they coning out for better latching? I really don't know, because I do plan on breastfeeding. I breastfed all my children, and then again, like I said, the dark urine, the pelvic discomfort, my navel, my belly button is just like really sticking out. It's like sticking out of everything now, and it's so cute and funny. My belly was itching this week. I had backaches again. My gums had started to bleed again. Not so bad this week. I had a little bit of hot flashes and felt a little bit warm, and I don't know if that's just because, like I said, going into week 20 from week 19, I just feel like my belly started to pop overnight, and so the blood volume in my body just overworking itself just, made me start to feel hot, and I had some growing pains, of course, for baby getting bigger. So that's pretty much it. A lot of what I had this week was just more so backache, the bleeding gums, and the increased appetite, the peeing a lot more. I had some nasal congestion as well. On my doctor's appointment, I was okay. I was 168 pounds. My blood pressure was 95/53. My doctor actually told me, she's like, at this point you've gained 13 pounds. I started this pregnancy at 155, 153-ish. Give or take my clothes weight. So she's like, you've already gained 13 pounds, and I understand that it's the holiday, so I actually need you to be careful, Kanisha, and not to gain too much weight. I'm only recommending you to gain 35 pounds. So I kind of felt like she was telling me that I was just a little bit fat. And honestly, I'm 5'10". So for me, a comfortable weight where I am content and I'm happy with my body shape is at about 171. They say that my body should be at 145, 147 is a good weight for me at my age, but that's at an average height. I have at least a good 2 inches on an average heighted woman, and therefore carrying 145 in weight, I look like I'm starving. I look anorexic. I look like I have a huge gap in between my legs. My thighs are really, really skinny. I just look like a stick figure. And for me, that's just a little uncomfortable. Like, I don't like to be that skinny. I want some weight. I want my thighs to rub. Like, I don't want to have a huge gap in between my legs. And I don't like that. So for me, comfortable for me is at 170. Okay, about 170, 171. So considering as it right now, like, I'm comfortable where I am because I'm now 168 in this week, and I can tell where the weight is going. My legs are getting bigger. My knees, just my legs so far, my legs are getting bigger. My face is actually filling out a little bit more to where I'm starting to have more of a pregnancy look. I know it looks like I'm not putting on any makeup, but at this point, I used my brushes already yesterday, so there's still makeup on there. So I'm not really trying to put a full face on. I'm just trying to bring color and dimension to my face by using the leftover powders. Okay, but I'm comfortable with my weight right now. But she told me that I need to slow down, and considering that the holidays are coming up, I need to be careful not to put on too much weight. So I kind of low-key felt like she was calling me fat and whatever, but I don't care. I'm growing a baby. I'm not going to really per se monitor my weight. She says that, you know, well, watch out for the snacks and the sweets. And I'm like, honestly, I don't really eat sweets like that. So that can't be the reason why I'm gaining weight. I know that at my 18-week scan, the baby was at 9 ounces already and was only supposed to be about 6 ounces. So I just think over in general, the baby just may be a big baby. I know that my boyfriend's mom said that her side of the family, they do have big babies. I've always had smaller children. Like my last baby was 7 pounds and 12 ounces. And she was the biggest baby of the 3. So it could just be that the baby genetically is going to just be a bigger baby. It doesn't necessarily mean that I'm overeating, because I don't look fat. Like I look more so all belly. And even my coworkers and everyone's like, well, your belly's finally popping. Like we finally see a baby. You're finally starting to look pregnant. All this entire time they thought that I was hiding. Like, are you sure you're pregnant? And I'm like, yeah, I'm pregnant. They're like, we just don't see a baby yet. So, you know, they were teasing me and that type of stuff. But now that the belly has popped. So long story short, she tried to tell me that I was a little bit overweight. And for me, I was just like, I kind of got a little bit bummed about that, because my feelings were a little bit hurt. But hey, whatever. So my stomach has been itching, sleepy, hungry, headache, slight headache, not a high headache, never went into a migraine. The gas, I have slight gas as well. And that's pretty much it for week 20. Not much outside of, I do notice the baby moving a lot more. Some days I do get worried because I don't feel the baby moving as much, obviously, as I would like to. I'm just holding up my edges because, you know, I don't put no edge control or nothing on there today, so I don't want them just sliding all over the place or whatever. But just bringing some color back into my face. But I can feel the baby moving. The baby this week, I think the baby's going to be a daddy's boy, because I'll say something and I don't really get that much of a reaction. Or, you know, the baby will be asleep, which I can tell, like, I have regular sleep patterns, and I know when the baby's sleeping at this point. And the baby will be asleep, and then his dad will come into the house, and his dad will start talking to me. And then he'll wake up and start moving around. And I was like, oh, he loves his daddy already, but what about me? I'm the mommy. You know, so I got a little bit jealous of that, and I told my boyfriend, he's like, oh, shut up. Like, you get to carry him, and you get to feel him moving around in there. And I was like, you know, that's a valid point. It just doesn't take, for me, it don't take away from the fact that I want him to love me more. So, other than that, that's pretty much it for my week 20. I gained a little bit of weight. Like my doctor said, so far I've gained 13 pounds, which I'm only halfway through. And so if I double 13 pounds, then that means that I've gained 26 pounds. And so, which means I've still got 9 pounds extra that I have in leeway. So I don't understand why she's telling me that I need to slow down or that I need to be careful, because at 20 weeks, if in the next 4 to 5 months, if I just gain another 13 pounds, I'll be good. That means I've gained under the recommended 35 that she's recommending me. So I just didn't really understand that. I think that maybe it was, I'm trying to give her the benefit of doubt and say that she was just trying to give me a word of caution, like Christmas is coming, don't overindulge. But I really don't indulge in sweets like that anyway. Like, I bought these Lacy cookies, I want to say 2 or 3 days ago, and normally I would have been and ate them. I've had a pint of ice cream, chocolate ice cream, in the freezer for going on a week and a half, and I've taken maybe 8 or 9 spoons out of it, like 2 and 3 spoons at a time. I can't freaking get my contact in. Oh, the struggle. I've taken maybe 2 to 3 bites out of it, and then I'll put it back in the refrigerator because it's just really, really rich. Since being pregnant, I've lost my sweet appetite. I really more so crave hot sauce and spicy and those type of things. So I don't really have that craving. Even for Thanksgiving, I thought that even for Thanksgiving, I thought that I was going to go haywire, but I really didn't. For Thanksgiving, I ate my first plate of food and then actually got pretty full and ended up for, oh, this one is bugging me. I actually ate my first plate of food and then got really, really full. This is just messing up all of my makeup. Got really, really full and then ended up not really eating too much more. As far as sweets, I had one piece of sweet potato pie and I think a little bit of cobbler, and that was it. I didn't overindulge in like cakes and cookies and those type of things. I didn't. I just had that little bit of stuff. So I didn't overindulge. So I don't think that Christmas will be any different. Because again, like we may go to Christmas dinner, but again, I don't really have too much room to eat too much food, so I'm a little bit full. So so yeah, so I'm gonna give you guys a 20-week baby bump. I'll try to also attach a picture here. Give me 1 second. And at this point, right now, this is my 2021. Right now, I'm currently 22 weeks, but my belly hasn't changed. It popped in 20 and it's been the same ever since then. So here it is. This is me, 22 weeks. And right now what I'm doing is, I know I go to work and I'm not supposed to wear jeans, but because I am pregnant and there isn't very many maternity options out there as far as slacks, and I can't seem, because I am carrying low, I can't get my pants to button anymore down there without them causing an issue for me. So I get a little exception at work to be able to wear jeans and stuff like that. So yeah. Other than that, that's pretty much it, guys. That's my 20-week pregnancy update. My bump is pretty much the same. I mean, I had bought a measuring tape, and I'll try to get the measuring tape and record. There we go. It's clean. Yay. Try to get a measuring tape and actually start measuring myself from in my 22-week video. You should see I'll measure myself, and then we'll go from there, keeping track of how big I'm growing, because now at this point they say that the baby is supposed to grow a pound a week. And my hopes for pregnancy is that with this particular baby, I have maybe 16 weeks left of pregnancy, because with me being, 20 weeks, I hope to deliver by 38 weeks, which is normally when I deliver. All of my children, my first child was 38 and 4. My second child was 37 and 4. My second daughter was 37 and 5. And then my third daughter was 37 and 6, or 38 and 1. One of those, but either way, 38 was like the max for me. And I've never carried past then. So that's exciting news for me, because now at this point, I'm just impatient. Like, now that I actually feel the baby moving, I can see the baby moving from the outside, it's like I'm impatient and I want to meet this little person like ASAP. Like, I'm ready. It's like the pregnancy is real. There's really a little person in there. This is my favorite perfume in the world. It's the Vera Wang Princess. Love this. But it's like now, pregnancy nostrils. Jesus. Now I'm just excited, and I'm just anxious. I want to meet this little person because he's alive. Like, I can feel him. I know him in there every day. I'm excited. So hopefully at this point right now, I have 18 weeks to go tops. And so yeah, that's it, guys. Again, have a good day, and I'll see you guys later.
So this is the 21-week belly. It'll be 21 weeks tomorrow with the little baby boy. This is my baby son in the belly. Let's see. Look at that. Look how you're growing. And you're starting to pull on my back. I'm starting to have back problems. Look at that. But that's my baby. Hope you're doing good. No stretch marks yet, but you're making my belly button poke out. And my knockers get huge, but that's the baby. love you.